Welcome. Nate Appleby here. Um, this video is actually directed to a couple friends of mine who are in Pakistan. That's right, Pakistan. Nade and Talal. This message is for you guys, and it's actually a great chance for me to practice my presentation. I'm refining my presentation right now and getting it into such a concise place so that I can record it. I've got a good friend of mine on my team, actually, here in California. He's going to help me record this video, and we're going to record me presenting, and it's going to be something that's going to be on my YouTube channel and that we can actually duplicate, use very easily, and share with people. But this is kind of a practice run, so this won't be the one, but I appreciate you guys letting me do that and give you a chance to really hear my heart and hear about Young Living and the business concept of network marketing and how it's such a legit, legal, amazing way to do business in this 21st century. So we're going to do a couple things. First of all, thanks for taking the time to be here. I appreciate it. You guys are in school. You got to clash a little bit. You got to live life a little bit. I understand. I was your age once. I was 20, 21, 22, 23. And I'm telling you right now, you've got an opportunity with me and with this company to do amazing things. I'm not saying quit school. I'm not saying change anything you're doing. I'm saying I can show you a way with my coaching, with my help, and with this company and this product and this business model, where if you let me help you, if you're coachable, if you're 100% coachable and will do what I ask you to do, we can game plan and get this in front of people. And you can do whatever you want with this and give yourself options for life, where I never had that at that age. And you guys can live the life of your dreams. I'm not kidding you. You absolutely can. So here we go. We're going to do a couple things. First of all, I'm going to show you how you can purchase from your own wellness store at wholesale instead of retail. Okay, that's important. And the second thing I can show you is how to add a stream of income on top of what you're already earning, or maybe not earning anything, and you want to earn something. So let's dive in. Our company is 21 years old, and it's consistently been the world leader and pioneer in therapeutic grade essential oils and essential oil infused supplements. Young Living has over 400 different products that they have available for sale, and they're amazing. They're the best quality products I've ever seen in my life. I'm 41 years old, guys, and I've been approached 30, 40, 50 times in the last 20 years for people who want me to sell their product. We have an amazing product. Come check out our business, blah, blah, blah. And I've done a couple, but nothing has been like this, where the product, hands down, is the best I've ever seen. And this company is rock solid. Nothing to worry about there. I'm doing Young Living, and that's what I want to share with you guys. Now, the global headquarters is in Salt Lake City, Utah. I say global because it's an international company. We are in just about every country around the world. I already checked Pakistan. I don't know who's building a business there, but I do know that Young Living ships product there. That's very important to know. And so my guess is there's probably not too many people, if any, building a business there, which means there and in your neighboring countries or wherever you know people, it's a huge opportunity. So what are essential oils? Essential oils are basically the extracts of plants. That it's kind of like the immune system of the plant. It's everything good from a plant that we can learn how to bottle, basically. It's the life force, the immune system, the blood of the plant. It's what gives herbs or plants their healing capabilities, their just all those amazing things. But not just anybody can, distill and get this life force out of the plant. You got to know what you're doing. It's science. It's distillation, it's chemistry, it's all these things that I don't know, understand, and I don't need to, because the company and the founder of the company, they know how to do it. And I just get to share the product and they pay me for it. It's amazing. So one thing that's great about Young Living is Gary Young. He's the founder of the company. He's the world's expert on essential oils, hands down. He's amazing. He's in charge of our company. He's not your typical CEO just sitting behind a desk counting his money. Absolutely not. He's the guy that wants to be out in South America or in Oman, walking the fields, checking out the frankincense plants, the trees, on the horse, plowing the field, in the lab checking the oils. How good are they? What can we do with them? That's what he does. That's who leads our company. Amazing. On top of that, Young Living gives back. We've got the D. Gary Young Foundation where we give back all the time. We've done a lot of giving back in Ecuador. We've got a school there now. And anyway, there's a lot we can talk about there, but Young Living is just a great company. Young Living has coined the phrase seed to seal. What that means is we're the only company in the world who sells essential oils that can guarantee a seed to seal process. And what that means is from the very seed, picking the correct seed that we want to use all the way through growing the plant organically, getting the most nutrients to the plant, not using chemicals, pesticides, or anything like that, and then cultivating the plant at the right time, and then distilling it the right way so that you get the therapeutic value from that plant, then into the peppermint essential oil, things like that. I need to grab my oils. I'm so sorry. So what we're going to be basically talking about is the everyday oils or the premium starter kit that Young Living offers us. And so I'm going to show you in the beginning here what these can do a little bit and how you can order these and become a wholesale percent. So I'm going to open this up right now. And you can see we got some oils in here. I don't have quite all of them, and that's okay. I'm not going to go into full detail on these oils. That's not the point right now. The point is there's an opportunity here, and I'm going to show you that the product's hands down, a no-brainer. That's not anything that is something to be worried about. Now, the wholesale membership is $160. It's over a $300 value on these products, and what you get is 11 essential oils. We get 11 of these bottles. They're 5 milliliter. They have 85 to 100 drops in each one. You can take off that lid. We can smell it. This is peppermint essential oil. I love peppermint essential oil, guys. That peppermint can do so many different things. And we're going to get more into the education of how you can use and apply and help yourself and support your health with essential oils. But just in a nutshell, peppermint is great for the occasional ache and pain. It's excellent for supporting clarity of the mind, things like that. And so I love peppermint. Oils can be used different ways. Some oils are great to be used topically. I said occasional aches and pains. Let's say I worked out and, I've got some occasional soreness you get from working out, right? Rub that oil right on there topically. It's going to help that. Let's say you want to take it as a supplement. Well, Young Living's essential oils are food grade. And so you can take them internally in water, in a capsule, in food, whatever you want. Under the tongue, you can take oils. Third way you can use them is through a diffuser, aromatherapy. And so here's a diffuser, and this actually comes with your kit as well. This is the Dewdrop diffuser. And so that $160 kit, it's amazing, guys. It's so good to breathe these in, so good for you. You get a diffuser, and you get the 11 oils for $160. Like I said, that's a $300 value. Now, a few other oils that you get in your kit, you're going to get lavender. Lavender, you guys, is kind of lavender and peppermint are like the Swiss Army knives of essential oils. Okay, lavender is so good to help calm, relax, ease the mind, things like that. Lemon. Have you ever peeled an orange or a lemon? A little spray that comes out, that is the essential oil. The essential oil and citrus fruits are in the peel. And when you peel it, there's the spray, that's the essential oil. And so what we do then is we cold press those peels and you get lemon oil. And so a lot of people, at least in the US, like to put lemon in their water. Well, it's in Young Living. What do? We take a drop of lemon, we put that in instead. Great for the body, supporting the systems of the body. There's also some oils that we have for you that are blends. Gary knows what he's doing, and he knows how to blend all these different plants and make different kinds of oil. So here's a blend called Thieves. Okay, Thieves, it's a crazy name. We'll get more into detail on the legend of where that came from another time, perhaps. But Thieves is kind of like that. Ooh, do you ever get sick? So if you ever want to support your body's immune system, things like that, you can use Thieves to help support that. It's got a few different oils that can help do that. And then we've got an oil called Purification. It's very purifying and cleansing to the body. I've got a big group in Minnesota, and they have these bugs called mosquitoes. Those aren't much fun. Mosquitoes do not like citronella, and that's one of the ingredients in here. So maybe that can help support keeping away, helping with bug bites, things like that. Anyone have any stress in their lives, okay? So here's a blend called Stress Away. Occasionally we get some stress, life, school, things happen. All right. Diffuse this oil, smell it from the bottle. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Smelling this oil, apply it to your wrists, your temple, just different ways to use it. Talked a little bit about peppermint and pain. Well, here's an oil for you called Panaway. Panaway is great to support the body in healing and supporting itself to recuperate from those sore muscles or those sore joints. Panaway is amazing and smells good too. So there's a lot of different oils. Young Living, like I said, has 400 products, but that's not, I'm not going to get into all those right now. That's not the point. The product is hands down amazing. The wholesale membership gets you 24% off the retail prices of our products. With the membership, there is no annual fee. Super cool, right? No annual fee, none. You also get free access to your own back office where you can place orders anytime you want and have that product shipped directly to you, kind of like Amazon or any other online company. That's kind of what you're doing. You can just order products whenever you want to. Now, there's no monthly auto ship requirements. You don't have to order the product every month. But for most of us, we love the product and we want to help our families and support our immune systems and things like that. So we do order product every month. So for those of you, if you're like me and you want to keep ordering and using these and trying new things, you can get on what's called our auto ship, which is Essential Rewards. It's actually a rewards program, but it's only available if you're a wholesale member. So if you like to get free stuff, I know I do, then you can get on our Essential Rewards program, but you have to ask. Young Living doesn't put us on it. You have to ask them to be on it. And then you can start earning free products every month, which is what I do. I earn 20% of every order toward free products. Pretty amazing, huh? Who wouldn't like that? So now, the other thing the wholesale membership gets you guys is a free business. That's right, a free business. Because who wouldn't want a free business? Wouldn't that be amazing? So this free business is totally optional. You know, most people, if you're like most people, you just want to order and use these amazing oils and supplements each month. And you can do that. But if you're like me and you want to add an additional cash flow stream, then the next section we're going to talk about right now will be of very big interest for you. So before we get into it, I want to kind of tell you a little bit about me. So for 20 years now, I have been in the fitness industry. I have been teaching, coaching, PE, physical education, health. I've been coaching high school sports, a lot of athletes. Most of my time, though, has been spent in the personal training or gym world. And I'm kind of a gym rat. I was a 3-sport athlete growing up. And for many years, that was a lot of fun. I love training people, and I still do enjoy training people, especially when I get clients who pay me and, want to get their butts kicked, want to work out hard. That's great. It's very rewarding. But what I've learned over 20 years, you guys, is that people are flaky. I'm sick and tired of all the time clients starting, stopping. I figured out many years ago that this is never going to end. I'm going to constantly have to find new clients every single month because people quit. Whether you're giving them the best service or not, people just quit. It's just the nature of the business, nature of life. And so I've started to supplement with all these different jobs. I coach some baseball. I coach some basketball. I teach PE. I do like 5 different things right now, you guys, and I'm sick and tired of it. I'm sick and tired of all the different jobs. It keeps me away from my family, who I want to spend my time with, and doesn't provide me an income that's enough to cover all my bills all the time. I'm sick of the stress of, can I pay my rent this month? How am I going to pay my rent? My wife asked me, how much can we spend on groceries? I'm not sure. Let me see what I'm going to get paid again. You see my point? If I want to take a vacation, well, I don't get paid vacations. I'm self-employed. So if I don't train a client, I don't get paid. You understand? And so I'm a little tired of that. So I've realized I need to build a network. I need to build a network of people that if I can find a product that people love and will use every month and get a bunch of people just selling a little bit, then I will get an override on all of those people using this product. And that builds what we call a residual income. That is what I want. Oh my gosh, I've wanted that my whole life. So 3.5 years ago, I was introduced to Young Living, this company we're talking about right now. And when I got started, I was just in it for the product. I wasn't really looking for another business. And you know what happened? The products worked. The products worked so well that I found myself talking to people. You ever done that where you go to a movie and you're like, man, that was an amazing movie. Oh my gosh, you need to go see that movie. It was so good. It's just amazing. They go to the movie. You're right. That was so good. Thanks for letting me know about it. Did the movie theater pay you or thank you for sending your friend to that movie? Of course not. Have you ever been to a restaurant and been like, oh my gosh, that was the best meal and best service I've ever had in my life. You guys, you really got to check this out. You do, you send them there, they come back. You were right. That was so good. That was really amazing. Thank you very much for that recommendation. Did they pay you? Did the restaurant thank you for sending them new business? No, of course not. So we do network marketing or relationship marketing all the time, but we don't get paid for it. And so all I'm asking people to do is love on a product and share that product, which is what I've done. I couldn't shut up. I couldn't stop saying, wow, it's helping this and that and that and blah, 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 blah. And you get excited. That is relationship marketing. That is network marketing. And now we have a company that says, guess what? We don't sell this in GNC or Walmart or Costco or Sam's Club or online on a store. You have to be a member to buy our products, and members come in through referrals. And so when somebody buys, when I refer someone to Young Living to buy this kit, Young Living has to thank me. They have to thank somebody. They have to pay somebody. It's a great problem to have. I love getting paid for helping other people, and that's what happened. So what we want to talk about here is we have the perfect storm of opportunity. Right now, the wellness industry is $3.4 trillion per year. No joke, 3.4 trillion. The pharmaceutical industry is 1 trillion. People across the world want natural solutions. They're searching for them big time. That's an industry worth partnering with. So what we're doing is we're looking for people who want to help us spread the word. So if you want to help spread the word, guess what? That premium starter kit you just purchased to help you and your family support your wellness, that bought you that free business like I talked about. Now, if you're like me, you're probably thinking though, well, it's sure, I see what you're saying, it's free, but I did spend $160 on that. How do I get that money back? Great question. You know what? I thought the same thing. All right. I love these products, but now how do I earn that 160 back? How do I get that investment back? And what we're going to do is we're going to talk about that. But first, I want to touch on briefly Robert Kiyosaki, world famous author and speaker and business leader. And he wrote the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Cash Flow Quadrant, and many other books. And so in that book, he talks about, I'm going to write it out here real quick for you guys. He talks about learning the ways that 4 people do business or earn an income in our country. Hold on one second. Sorry about that, just keeping it real. So he talks about 4 ways that people around the world earn money. There's 4 ways, 4 categories. Here they are. You've got in the upper right corner, or wait, that's upper left, my bad, E. E stands for employee. S. S stands for self-employed. B. The B stands for big business, business systems, franchises. I is investor. So there's 4 quadrants and there's 2 halves to that quadrant. And so let's talk about the left side of the quadrant first, the E and the S. Okay, so 95% of the world are employees. We're taught here in America, the American dream is go to school, get good grades, get a good job with a corporation or for the government, get a high-paying job, put a little money away every month for the rest of your life, save that money, invest it in stocks and bonds, and retire and live the good life. That really doesn't work well. Trust me, I've seen it. I've seen it very much. So what I've done a lot of my life is I didn't like working for other people. I'm kind of a guy that likes to do it my way. And I wanted to become self-employed. Okay, so E's, common things you'll hear employees say I just want a safe, secure job. I just want a steady paycheck, a good benefits. They want security. S's say, well, I can't trust anyone to do this right. I'm going to do it on my own. So they're all into themselves. And it's not that I've always been into myself, but it's more, I just want to do it the right way without being told what to do. But this whole side, you guys, is all about trading hours for dollars. Like I said, if I want to go on vacation and I don't work for a week, I don't make any money, right? That's not smart. And I've learned that. And I'm starting to listen to people who know how to do it, and they're on this side of the quadrant. Let's talk about B. B is big business. B would be like starting a Microsoft. Who has $500 million to start Microsoft, a new Microsoft? That's many people. But companies like this is where you leverage people. And you leverage people who work for you, the employees, and make you and build your dream and your business. So employees work for the big Bs, right? It's a great system. The Bs hire the Es, and the Es make the Bs a lot of money. Whose fault is that? It's just the system. Which side do you want to be on? B also represents franchises. A lot of people are very familiar with franchises, okay? I've done franchise. Let's talk about franchise a little bit. Franchise examples. You ever heard of McDonald's? Right, of course, we've all heard of McDonald's. No brainer. So McDonald's started by Ray Kroc many, many years ago. When you go to McDonald's, you're going to get the same thing every time, over and over, no matter where in the world you go to McDonald's. It's amazing. Well, the product's not amazing. Let's be fair. And I'm not going to judge you right now if you eat there. I've been there too. But that's not the point. The point is, you want to buy a McDonald's, you got a couple $1 million, you get a franchise. You go to hamburger school, literally, in like Chicago, I think it is, and you study everything there is to know about running the system. See, franchises have systems. Systems are in place so that it works. And there's nothing you need to do. You just stick to the system, okay? And so McDonald's, you can go to McDonald's and you can see 10 to 15 employees in there, all under the age of 20, running a multi-million-dollar franchise because of systems. So that's how it works. So after McDonald's, you had Quiznos and Subways and you know, coffee franchises, and all these different franchises pop up, and a lot of people have tried to buy franchises of their own and do that. Subway, I think, is now the largest franchise in the world. And so franchise can really work because they create systems, okay? Now, the other thing in the B quadrant that we're going to talk about is network marketing. And Robert Kiyosaki talks about how network marketing could be the perfect business because you can get a franchise model with network marketing. And learning to be successful or earn money success doesn't come from earning money. Earning money comes after you're successful. And to be successful and create a great business, it's not from earning money. It comes from the skills, the business skills, the people skills, the leadership skills. And that's what network marketing provides. It provides someone like me, someone like a team working with you to teach you the skills that are needed to earn the money. The system's there. So we have the system with Young Living. We have the system in place. We have a product in place. All we're looking to do is create a bunch of happy customers. And so, for example, in traditional business, let's say when Young Living got started 20 years ago and they wanted to sell $1 million worth of product, here's what they could have done. They could have done traditional sales, and they could have said, we're going to hire 100 superstar salespeople to sell our product and give them territories. And your quota is $10,000 a month. 100 times 10,000 gives them $1 million in sales that they're looking for. Now, if you don't meet your quota, what's going to happen? See you later. We don't need you. We're going to find somebody else that can. So they want the superstar salespeople. Young Living said, that's not how we're going to do it. There's a lot of education that's required, and we want to develop a movement here. We want purpose. We want people to come on board and love this like we love it. And so Young Living said, we're going to go network marketing, and we want to really teach people how to use these, build relationships, share it with your friends, share it with your family. So they're not looking for superstar salespeople. They're looking for happy customers who want to refer people to something that they love. So they then, on the other hand, might reverse that sales model. Young Living now says, we're looking for 10,000 super happy customers that are going to use and consume $100 in product a month or recommend $100 in product to other people. That gets you a million. You see the point? There's a big difference between the two. So I want to make sure you understand this business model and what are you going for, okay? I've been over here most of my life. I'm freaking sick of it. It's time to move over here. And we didn't talk about the I, but the I is getting your money to work for you. And so you got to build the business first before you can learn the banking and how to get the money to work for you. So these go together, but first we want to build the business, and that's what we're going to talk about. So ask yourself this. Right now, you're watching a video that was sent to you. That wasn't hard to do, right? I invited you or somebody invited you to watch this video. They're probably not even sitting next to you. They're probably at home or at work. They're just sharing with you this information. We're looking for you to do the same thing. See anybody that you care about and you want to be healthier or perhaps be in business with, you just invite them to review this information just like you're doing. That's it. This isn't rocket science. We're trying to create a very simple system for you. We're just teaming up. We're building a network of people who love wellness, and we all order from our own store. A great example of this business model of network marketing can also be related to Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg. Facebook started 11 years ago. A lot of people laughed at it. They thought it was silly, ridiculous. 1 second. Now, let's talk about that. How did people get started with Facebook? Mark Zuckerberg didn't put billboards up. He didn't pay for advertising. All he did was say, invite your friends. And then they came up and invited their friends. And he asked them to invite their friends. And it grew, and it grew, and it grew. And now, if you added up all the people in Facebook, and if it were a country, it'd be the 3rd largest country in the world. Crazy. So obviously, the concept of inviting people to look at something works, okay? Zuckerberg's worth $14 billion now. Amazing. And he's never paid me for any of my pictures I post on Facebook. Oh, well, I guess I'll do Young Living instead. So what you're doing with Young Living is creating the Facebook of wellness, purpose, and abundance. We just want you to invite the people you care enough about to be healthy like you want to be, and then maybe some of them to be in business with. So the difference between this and Facebook is that we actually get a piece of the pie with Young Living. Now I know everybody's busy. And when I started this, I was extremely busy. I had 6 different jobs or businesses that I was juggling along with my wife and 4 kids. So if you feel the same way, like, how am I going to do this? Good news. I figured out how to do it. And actually, I did it the wrong way in the beginning, and I still got to where I am. And now I've learned the right way to do it, and I can teach you guys how to do it the right way, how to simplify. It doesn't take a lot of time. See, we aren't looking as much for a ton of time from you in the beginning as we are your contacts. You see, we have the time, I've got the time, and I've got the system for you. All you have to do is plug the contacts in, get the contacts in front of me, right? Let me do the work for you. So we team up. If we combine your contacts with my time and knowledge, things can move very quickly. So let's talk about compensation a little bit. I want to go through briefly network marketing, relationship marketing, sharing a business concept and a unique product with people we care about. See, Young Living is a membership-based company, so no one gets in without being referred. Young Living pays us thank you checks for referring our friends, family, and contacts to them. It's totally legal, you guys, okay? It's been upheld in court for years. Amway started this like 60 years ago. Avon, Tupperware, Melaleuca, Herbal, all these companies, they're legit legal companies, okay? They've been proved that over and over. So with that said, some people say, well, the person on the top makes the most money. Absolutely not. That's a pyramid scheme. That's illegal. The way this works is you could enroll today, and if you build a bigger team and are more structured and do it more according to Young Living's compensation plan they have set up, you can make more money than me. Absolutely. A great example of that is the youngest Royal Crown Diamond in our company is 25 years old from Canada. And Royal Crown Diamond just means he's earning a lot of money, over $1 million a year. Now, with that said, he enrolled under his parents, and his parents are doing super well. They're super successful, but this gentleman has passed his parents in rank. That means what I said, that this company is not a pyramid scheme. He is earning more money than his parents. Good for him. That can happen for you too. It's entirely possible for anyone. Now, Young Living is going to give us thank you checks for these referrals. There's many ways that we can get paid from Young Living, actually 9 different ways. It's pretty amazing, but I'm not going to bore you with all the ways they're going to pay us. Yes, it's pretty amazing. But what I want to talk about is the basics. So you invested that $160, right? How do you make your money back? Well, Young Living pays out a $50 thank you bonus. Amazing. And so here's what like here you are. That is actually I'm going to show you how to earn $200. How do you do that? Do you know 4 people that might want to be healthier or make some money with you? Help some other people. Of course you do. Absolutely. How many contacts? How many people do you know? Tons. So if you refer 1, 2, 3, 4 of your friends who purchased that premium starter kit, Young Living pays you, thank you, 50, 50, 50, 50. You just earned $200. Does that make sense? You paid $160 initial investment. Made your money back by helping 4 people do the same thing. Sweet. Love it, right? Okay. You've just become what we call a star in Young Living. You've reached the first rank advancement our company has, which is a star. You made $200, made your money back. Good for you. Now, let's take it another step. What's the next step? Well, you just earned star. What I want to teach you is why not help these 4 people do what you just did, right? You with me? You just hit star, made your money back. What are they saying? Dude, I want to make my money back too. How do I do that? Let me help you. See this video? Let's share it with some people. Let's get Nate on a Skype. Let's get Nate on a Google call. Let's use Nate. That's what he's there for. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now let's get you learning with my help how to help your 4 friends earn their money back. Here's what it looks like. Here's your 4. You help them share with their 4. Boom, they're a star. They just made their money back. You help your second person do the same thing. Help your third person do that. You see what I'm saying? So now you've helped your 4 friends become stars just like you did. They made their money back. Guess what happens for you? You help your 4 team members earn their money, share it with other 4 people. They earn star. You actually become a senior star, which is the next rank in our company. But more importantly, you're going to earn an additional $160 in commissions by helping them refer people. Pretty cool, huh? Anytime somebody you personally enrolled in the company, right, these 4 people, when they enroll new people, you get $10 every time. That's a nice little extra check. Young Living says, well, you're helping them, so thank you. That's part of the way we pay you. This also builds a residual income. Residual income is work you put in that continues to come back. That's like owning a house or owning rental properties and the equity you own in that. Let's say you have enough equity in rental properties and you're earning $100 a month, free and clear, okay? Above the mortgage, above the expenses, all that stuff, right? You're earning $100 a month. Do you know that to earn $100 a month in residual passive income, let's say you put it in a certificate of a deposit, a CD, or some sort of investment income, and that stock or bond or that CD is earning 5% a month, to get you $100 a month in residual income, you would have to actually invest. Actually, let me find it. I've got it in my notes here. I believe it's $25,000. I'll double check, but you would need to work hard, save $25,000, invest that into a 5% return, and you're going to get $100 a month in interest income. Or you share with 4 and teach them how to share with 4. You built a group of 20 happy customers. You knew 4. You didn't know 20. You knew 4. Now you've got 20 people ordering. You've built a residual income of $100 a month. That's pretty cool. That's a $25,000 asset that you've just created, okay? Now, Once you've done that, you can obviously continue to take it more and more, and we'll talk about that. So I mentioned Young Living pays us 9 different ways. There's a lot of different bonuses. What we're trying to teach here is duplication. I don't want to be the man. I don't want to be the guy that has to get up for your. Remember when I was trading hours for dollars my whole life? I don't want to keep doing that. I want to create a system like this video that you can share with other people and they can take a look at it. We're just looking for people who are looking for the same thing. Not everybody's going to want to do it, and that's okay. We just have to get this in front of people and find out who that is. They'll tell us, absolutely. And so you find 4, who each find 4. Now you got 20 people on your team. Now, let's move on. So, yes, $25,000 is that asset you've created. So this is getting good, but why stop here? If you're anything like me, you want your monthly overhead. You want your monthly overhead paid for every month. Okay. I want to get that residual income $1 higher than my monthly bills. Why? Because then it gives me choices. I can quit these jobs that I am sick and tired of and go full time in what I love, which is sharing this with other people, teaching people how to make a life as well. So the law of geometric progression, or the law of compounding, is very important to understand. We started to get into it right here. You only found 4, and we teach them to find 4 to give you 16 on that second generation, right? First generation, you have 4. Anybody you personally enroll into Young Living, you refer to the company, goes on to your first generation. There's no limit on how many you can do. I'm just throwing out a simple number of 4. But understand, you can go as many across as you want. You can help as many people as you want to. I'm losing my voice here, guys. Sorry about that. I better finish this pretty soon. Geometric progression is where now these 4 have context you don't know, and they bring in people. And so it starts to grow, right? That's amazing. So let's take it another step. So let's say those 16 on your second generation, what are they going to say? They're going to say the same thing. I would like to make my money back, my investment back. Great. Let's show you how. You duplicate the same thing. When that happens, 16, find 4. That gives you 64 on your third generation. So you found 4. 4 found 4 for 16. 16 found 4 for 64 on your third generation, right? Why stop there? Seriously, I want you to understand this. Young Living actually pays us 5 generations deep. So if 64 find 4, remember the 64 love the product. They're happy. They want to make their money back. How do I do it? Share this video. Get them in front of us. Get them in front of the team. Let us help you. Help them. 64 who find 4 are 256. Wow. You see how this is growing? But I said Young Living pays us 5 generations deep. Here's what they do. On your first generation, they're going to pay you every month that those people order products, 8% on everything they order. Pretty sweet. Second generation, Young Living is going to pay you 5% on everything those people order. So anything the 16 order, 5%. Anything the 64 order, 4%. Anything the 256 order, 4%. Now the 5th level, Young Living also pays you 4%. 256, find their 4, you have 1,024. How does that sound? Now, does it ever work perfectly like that? Of course not. But I want you to understand is that it does work. And it only works if we are simple with our process. How much simpler can we get besides share with 4? Help them find 4. Help them find 4. Create stars over and over and over. And we create a winning team. It's amazing how it can work. So if you're like me, I was a little skeptical at first, and that's okay. So what I learned that is through skepticism usually comes from ignorance. So I decided to be coachable. I believe success leaves clues. There's so many clues that have been left by some very successful people. We already heard from Robert Kiyosaki, who endorses network marketing. Has anyone ever heard of Warren Buffett, the richest man in America? He's worth $66 billion. But you know what? He also endorses network marketing. Why? How do I know this? Because he owns 3 network marketing companies. Yeah, check it out. It's public knowledge, not a big deal. So if this dude believes in it and owns companies, I think it must be a good idea, right? So I decided to listen. Back to Young Living. Now, if this can get residual, if you start earning a residual income with just 20 people on your team, how much more can that grow? Well, the sky's the limit. I mean, how would an additional $500 a month help you or your family? What could that change? Well, we can help you accomplish that. So in this process of you referring 4, who refer 4, who built a team of 20, let's just say those 16 referred 2 instead of 4. So you'd have 32 on your third generation, okay? And Young Living's thank you check would be around $500 per month. What? Yeah, I'm serious, $500 a month, okay? Do you know that that would be a $120,000 asset paying you $500 a month? You got $120,000 in the bank, guys, earning 5%, paying you $500 a month? Most of us don't, do we? What sounds easier? Exactly. Find 4 who refer 4, and we all get healthier in the process. Now, I talked about building a residual income that could replace all my bills each month. If I could find a way to do that, it would give me options. Now, all of us have a different number that we need, but honestly, that number doesn't matter. I can teach you how to reach that number no matter what it is, okay? Young Living's put these ranks in front of us. I've already reached the rank of silver. In Young Living, the ranks include, the first one we talked about was star, you know, and then if you create 4 stars, you're already a senior star and you're at the 2nd rank in the company. The next rank is executive. So you keep duplicating stars on your team, and then you continue to move up in ranks, okay? Now, I can teach you whatever number you want to reach, you can reach. The average silver, which is the rank I'm at, in Young Living earns $1,000 to $5,000 per month. No joke. I'm right now earning $3,000 a month. It's not a big deal. You want to see my stub, I can show you. No big deal. I've helped people. I've simply built teams and helped people. And now I've learned how to do it even better. And that's why you're watching this video, guys. We can blow this up, I'm telling you. So how does an extra 1,000, 2,000, or 3,000 change your life? Well, for me, I'm getting closer to that number I need. Okay, I'm not there yet, but I'm getting closer. I'm halfway there. It's super exciting. Now, silver simply means you refer 4, who refer 4, who refer 4, and what if they just referred 1? Basically, that means you need a team of 100 to 150 happy customers. That's it. Seriously. And all you do is refer 4. Can you refer more than 4? Absolutely, guys. I've done that. And quite often we will do that because it's just so easy to do. People want this. So I actually now have about 1,000 members on my team. Rock on, huh? I didn't refer them all. It's the power of 4 in creating stars. So here's the system. We say the same thing every day. You know 100 people we don't know. We'd like to meet 10. Who's your top 10? Who's your top 20? Let's start with your top 10. One way of doing it is putting them on this video. Another way of doing it, invite them out to a big presentation, which, you know, depending upon where you are, we can talk about these details. But this video is the simplest way to do it. Use the team, use the system, use your mentor, which is probably going to be me to start with, okay? Now, we focus on the number 10 because of this. 6 might say no, but 4 are going to say yes, okay? If you invite 10 to look at this and get 4 to say yes, how rock solid is that? You referred 4, now we teach them to bring us their top 10. They refer 4, bring us your top 10. Just keep rinse and repeat, bring your top 10, get them in front of us. Bring your top 10 to the team, bring your top 10 to the team. That's it, seriously, over and over. So bringing your top 10, you see how this can look, you see how simple this can look. We're just going to repeat that over and over. Before you know it, you got a team of 20. A team of 20 can talk to more people at once than you can, right? Law of compounding or geometric progression. I'm almost done, guys. So my team, seriously, at this point, it's like the snowball going down the mountain, okay? As it gets bigger and bigger, it goes faster and faster. So for me, I've probably done 100 personals, and I plan on doing 100 more, but that 100 has turned into over 1,000 on my team, and I've only referred maybe 40 or 50 total. Most of those are happy product users, but a few of them have been like me and wanted to refer 4, and that's all we're asking to do. top 10, refer 4. It's the team that creates the residual income. It's the team that creates the life of abundance that many of us have been seeking, but have never found the vehicle to attain it. Got to ask you one more question. Take a moment and write down 3 things you enjoy doing. Pause the video if you need to, write those down. Now, write down next to those 3 things that you enjoy doing, how much time do you actually spend doing those things? Pause the video, how much time do you actually spend? Now, what we need to talk about, who's really in charge of your time? You see, when I thought about the 3 things I love doing, they're traveling the world, visiting my family, which is not local, and making lasting and impactful memories with my family. Well, with 6 different jobs and businesses and running around with my head cut off and living paycheck to paycheck, you can imagine none of these 3 really happened. I realized that my jobs and clients owned me. I didn't have control of my time, which means I don't have control of my life. If you're anything like me and you want to take back control of your time and life, we can help. Now you can see why I am so excited about this. We found a way with Young Living as our vehicle to create a life of wellness for our families. Through that wellness, I found such a purpose in sharing this product and business concept with so many other people. Through sharing this product and concept, I'm creating that life of abundance that I deserve and that you deserve as well. My family is so excited about where we're going, and I get to help so many people that have come along my path. Now, I'm almost done, but this is important. There's a guy named Dr. Charles King. He's a professor at the University of Chicago. He teaches about network marketing as a college course. That's right. I think it's the only college where they actually do this. Now, there's 4 stages for a network marketing company. He teaches about formulation, concentration, momentum, and stability. Now, with the 4 phases of growth, he talks about how 98% of the companies fail during formulation. That's too bad, isn't it? But it's just the nature of business. Young Living is past formulation, trust me. Then you enter in a phase called concentration. All right. Then you enter the phase of momentum. This is momentum, right? When it's going like this, Young Living is in momentum right now. We're still in the momentum phase in America. We're still growing like crazy here, and that doesn't even include internationally. It's just waiting for people to take off with this thing. I'm not kidding you. So Young Living is a super stable company. They are, Dr. King, what he talks about is that once the company reaches $50 million in annual sales, their probability of success drastically changes, okay? And so you got to find that company that's old enough that they're not going to fail, but not too old that they haven't passed momentum. That's us. Young Living is actually $1 billion company, and we're still in momentum phase. Rock on, huh? That's what I'm talking about. Now, we can talk about incomes and compensations and things over and over. There's a lot more we can talk about, but the point is this. Let me be real clear. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. If you're looking for that, don't do this, because this is actually something called get rich the right way, okay? You're going to get out of it exactly what you put into it. So if you put a little bit of effort into it, you're going to get a little bit of money. Some of us have been able to make a lot of money, but we have to understand we've put in a good amount of effort, but it was so worthwhile. And what I'm teaching you right now is I've got the system in place. Just give them a video, put in their top 10 video, top 10 video. Along the way, we're going to work on things. We'll work on becoming a better person. We're going to work on building relationships. We're going to teach you how to use the product, how these products work, how you can help people in more ways with the product. But that's just small details. So as we finish up, I want you to understand that your friend who is showing you this video to you is obviously not just showing you. They're showing this to a lot of people they think that can benefit through wellness, purpose, and abundance. As in every other business in the world or opportunity that comes along, timing is such a critical factor, you guys. So if you saw something you liked here, even a tiny bit, I suggest that you don't hesitate. You get back to that friend and let them know you want the next best position on their team. Be sure to ask them about our Fast Start training and learn how to make your money back, make a little more money, or learn how to even make a full-time income like many of us are. Guys, thanks for your time. I really appreciate it, and looking forward to seeing you on the beaches of the world. Rock on.